last week on WOS Wrestling. The whole world bore witness to the terrifying rise of Rampage and the fall of the People's Champion.
The era of Grado is ending here tonight.
Bad Boys Kip Sabian and Yeston Reese punished Joe Hendry in the Tag Team Championship.
Indeed, this is it.
Oh, no. Whoa.
But worse came from Martin Kirby, the man who shockingly betrayed him. This week, the Tag Team Tournament continues, with 2 new teams going into battle for these belts. And then tonight, we make history as WOS crowns its first ever women's champion. Who will win that prestigious title? We're about to find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WOS Wrestling. We are still feeling the fallout from last week's show. Rampage defeated Grado and Justin Sison to become our new WOS champion.
Indeed. Shocking scenes at the end of our main event on last week's episode. But one man who doesn't appear to be shocked is our executive, Stu Bennett, who apparently has a big announcement on this week's show.
Ladies and gentlemen, last week saw the crowning of a brand new WOS heavyweight champion, Rampage. And I'm sure you can all agree that is a champion we can all be proud of. So great was Rampage's performance that I got inspired, and it got me thinking that I want to see another title match with 3 ladies that I have scouted from across the UK. Believe me, this is going to be big, and the winner of this match will be crowned the first ever WOS Women's Champion.
Wow, okay.
Amazing.
Yeah, now we are talking.
But before all that, right here, right now, we are going to have ourselves a championship celebration.
I mean, and here they come. The 3 men that have changed the face of WOS forever. Taking the belt from Grado and stealing it from the fans in the process as Rampage walks to the ring. A new era in this company has well and truly begun, Val.
It's easy to recognize Rampage, not just by the WOS Championship, but he's always flanked by Shaw Samuels and CJ Banks, is he not?
Just as dangerous as Rampage is Shaw Samuels with a microphone in his hand. Oh, this should be pleasant.
Finally we have a proper champion. A champion we can be proud of. And you know what? There's no one in the back that's got the minerals that fight Rampage. No one! They're all gutless!
What's
Hendry makes things better, and he's all it takes.
Well, hold on.
Yes!
Hendry makes things better for everyone on WOS.
Well, last week, we saw Joe Hendry abandoned by his tag team partners. But he is not backing down from his dreams of championship gold, because Hendry has a mic and he's staring directly at our heavyweight champion Rampage.
Saved by the music, the prestigious one has arrived.
It's party time.
We're getting serenaded over here, Alex.
It's like being at a rock concert.
What a voice.
Now, I hate to interrupt this little title celebration that you're having, but if you listen to that beautiful entrance music that I just walked in with, you would have heard I'm on a title quest. That is to become the WOS champion. So are you going to let your lapdog do the talking, or are you going to do what these people want you to do, and that's to give Joe Hendry a WOS title shot right here, right now, tonight.
Well, the one man that can make this match official is stood next to our commentary table. Stu Bennett.
Make it happen, Stu.
Ring the bell.
And we're off.
Well, Stu Bennett has made the match, but are my eyes deceiving me, or was there a strange look between Rampage and Bennett?
I'm not sure what you're trying to imply here, Alex. I just had to get the approval of both contestants before I made the match.
You and Rampage have a very special bond.
This for the WOS Heavyweight Championship. Rampage making headlines around the world last week when he captured the title from Grado, and now we all have a champion. Like Charles Samuel said, we can be proud of.
And from headlines to headlocks, and Rampage is quick to get out of that one from Joe Hendry, who nips up to his feet. Fireman's carry takeover, and we are seeing in the early goings the amateur wrestling credentials that took Hendry all the way to the Commonwealth Games.
No doubt about it, Rampage as good as he is. He has his work cut out tonight.
Up and over, goes to Scott, hits the ropes, and comes in big shoulder tackle on the champion.
Yeah, trust me, like I said, I've been watching Rampage for 15 years. I've known him a long time. Rarely loses, and if you think you're going to beat Rampage, you better be on top of your game.
What are they conferring about on the outside there with Shaw Samuels and CJ Banks?
Val, this is a strategy meeting. You're asking the kind of questions that the fans at home are simply not interested in hearing. Now, I think we should focus back on the action in the ring, and look at this.
Oh, well,
Incredible speed and explosiveness.
but it's not just the fans that need to focus on what's going on in the ring. It's Joe Hendry.
Joe Hendry is in the worst part of the ring right now. He is at the feet of Rampage, and that is not where you want to be, because that is a whole world of bad news.
This certainly wasn't the celebration Rampage had in mind. He's making up for it now, goes for the pin.
It was a rude interruption by Joe Hendry, but he's getting his just desserts right now.
And Rampage is the kind of guy that is fueled on resentment and bitterness. And when he looks at someone like Hendry, who is wrestled for less than half the time that he has himself, you have to believe that Rampage wants to take that frustration out on the challenger. And look what's going on the outside. Disgusting.
Where does in-ring experience come when you have two goons on the outside bending the rules, Stu?
Yeah, I bet he didn't face that in the Commonwealth Games.
Oh, that was low.
How can you condone that behaviour? You said you wanted to crown a champion that sets a path, a new path for WOS wrestling, and yet you're allowing those kind of cheating tactics we're seeing from CJ Banks and Charles Samuels on the outside.
You listen to me, Alex. Professional wrestling, beyond the showbiz, beyond the lights, beyond the glitz and the glamour, it is a tough guy's business, and they do not come tougher than Rampage. That is why I'm proud of Rampage.
One tough guy against one tough guy, or even two against two, but not one against three.
Exactly. You gotta wonder what kind of champion he's trying to be.
He's trying to be a champion that carries that title and is invincible. And so far, it's going the way of Rampage.
The kind of heart and courage that took Hendry to the Commonwealth Games is being displayed here at a 2 count. Well, and Hendry, remember, he's going to be looking for that ankle lock. But right now, he's just looking to survive against the monster Rampage.
Yo, Hendry getting ahead of steam. Look at Hendry. He's wearing the gold trunks, the gold knee pads, the gold boots. Just look at how mean Rampage is. Complete control. That's what this is showing us.
It's also showing why one person against 3 people aren't fair odds.
Come off it, you keep harking back to that. Let's focus on Rampage. The man is a premier athlete. The man is just world class in there.
Admiration from the WOS fans here are going to give Joe Hendry the strength he needs to defeat Rampage.
Look at this.
Maybe not.
And now, if that sleeper hold wasn't serious enough to begin with, now it's the full pressure and the full weight of Rampage coming down on Hendry, and it's only a matter of time before the... Oh, I stand corrected, said the man in the orthopedic shoes, because Joe Hendry is still in this one.
Rampage has to be weighing in around 19, 20 stone, something like that, and Joe Hendry somehow managing to find the strength to pick him up with seeming ease.
Joe Hendry knew that if he could not get out of that sleeper hold, it was done. He did, and now it's on. And Hendry is coming back. He's one shot, potentially his only shot, to walk out of this series with some WOS gold, and he's going to give it all he has, and a neck break.
Oh, so impressive. Here's the pin.
Joe Hendry somehow building up a head of steam. He's taken a tremendous amount of punishment. You just question how much petrol is left in Joe Hendry's tank at this point in the match.
Oh, and he's going for that patented finishing move, fall-away slam.
He could have him here, Alex.
He really could. He really could. But you know what it looks like he's going for? The move that he learned whilst being in the ring with the Olympic gold medalist. It's an ankle lock.
We could have a new champion here. Rampage, though, knowing exactly where he was in the ring. Referee needed to break that far quicker than he did. A rope break, of course. His opponent has to break his hold on that.
I really want to see the Hendry lock. Come on, Joe.
Straight back to that Hendry lock. And now Rampage is in the wrong part of town.
Rampage desperately trying to get out, and this is it. Hendry has it locked in. I don't think Rampage can reach the ropes.
Oh, look at
CJ Banks on the outside.
And of course, Joe Hendry, his head is not in the game, allowed himself to be distracted there, and here we go, Rampage, spike DDT.
DDT is how he won the title, and it's going to be how he retains it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner.
These fans are not happy. Nor am I.
Champion, Rampage.
Things broke down incredibly quickly at the end of that match. I'm not even sure what happened, Alex, but what I do know is that the champion Rampage is patented spike DDT, and once again, he is standing tall as the WOS heavyweight champion. What a man!
I've heard of selective hearing, but not selective vision. This may be the first time that a man with authority in a wrestling company has decided to see absolutely nothing of what happened in that ring.
As incredible as that match was, buckle up, everybody, because coming up next, we have an amazing four-man ladder match. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
This is sports entertainment, and we're trained professional athletes, but injuries happen. And remember, please, don't try this at home.
Well, welcome back. And if you thought it was already hot in the WOS arena, it's going to get even hotter because we have four men and two ladders. Stu, what's about to go down?
You're absolutely right, Alex. We have a ladder match here. This is huge. The winner of this match needs to climb up a 10-foot ladder and retrieve a briefcase that is hanging high in the rafters of this building. Inside that briefcase, a contract for a big opportunity.
Following contest is a ladder match. The first man to scale a ladder and retrieve the briefcase will be your winner. Introducing to you personally, weighing in at 180 pounds, from Bradford, Liam Slater. And next up, weighing 161 pounds, a masked man of mystery, Robbie X. From Nottingham, weighing 216 pounds, Gabriel Kidd. And finally, weighing 215 pounds, from Ayr, Scotland, it's Lionheart!
Well, we have ourselves a ladder match, and if you've never seen a ladder match before, the rules are extremely simple. The winner is the man that can take the ladder, climb up it, grab that briefcase, and claim whatever's inside, which at this point, Spal, we don't know what it is.
It's a big, big opportunity, and believe me, I love nothing more than giving people opportunity. As part of my role as WOS executive is to give opportunity to young, hungry athletes, and that's what we have in the ring right now. We have four young, hungry athletes who just want to break in this business.
And if you see in this, Paul Daniels, David Blaine, Robbie X is a magician.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I know next to nothing about this guy, Robbie X. I don't even know what he looks like under that mask.
Prepare to be Robbie excited. He never disappoints in every single match. You won't believe his moveset.
Oh, please never ever use that joke again.
Oh, come on.
I almost vomited.
Oh, look, Robbie X hits the rope straight into a dropkick. And look at the height of that dropkick from Scotland's Lionheart.
That was precision. That dropkick was incredible. The intensity that Lionheart has come out with here tells you a lot about the man now. That his three opponents are all youngsters, are all relatively new in this industry. By rights, I shouldn't have put Lionheart in the match, but the reason I did is that he had a terrible injury a couple of years ago, broke his neck, was almost paralyzed, and was told he'd never wrestle again.
One of these men will scale that ladder, grab that briefcase, and I'd love to know what that opportunity is, Stu. Are you going to shed any light with a worldwide TV audience?
I told you, all you need to know so far is it's a big opportunity. As I'm looking out at Lionheart, he's gone straight away to grab the ladder. Remember, to win this match, you need to retrieve that briefcase that's hanging high in the lights in this building.
Unless you're Robbie X. I mean, did you see the way this guy moved around the ring? And now Lionheart, smart move by Lionheart, trying to make sure that every other competitor in this match is down and out before he climbs.
Lionheart is battling like a man who knows he is getting a second chance at this career. He almost had it snatched away from him. He almost had the ability to walk snatched away from him by breaking his neck. And when we say kids at home, do not try this. This is dangerous. We mean it. It is incredibly dangerous.
He is a great example of that. Broke his neck in 2 places. Came back in under a year into competition. He's hungrier than ever, isn't he?
Yeah, look at the attitude on him. You can tell it's written all over his face.
Sorry, guys. I mean, you mentioned dangerous, and things are moving in that direction rapidly, because now Gabriel Kidd with a slingshot. Oh, wow.
Unbelievable. Steel ladder propped up in the corner. And Lionheart head first into it, and he hasn't moved since, but here we go, Liam Slater.
Don't take your eyes off this young man from Bradford as he hits the ropes. Head of steam comes back. Gabriel Kidd charges in, and a clothesline by Slater.
Liam Slater, a man who's been making waves on undercards across the country. He is looking for his big break and his chance to become a main superstar.
And this is how you make a name for yourself in WOS wrestling. They took their eyes off of Robbie X. That was not a good move. Oh!
There we go, Liam Slater overpowering the big man from Scotland, Lionheart, and inadvertently knocking Robbie X off its perch.
Then there may be no more little X's after that. And look.
Lowercase X's, huh?
That was good. Liam Slater climbing to the top, using that ladder as a means to propel his opponent, and he does.
Superplex, fantastic landing in the middle of the ring, but remember, you cannot win this match by pinning your opponent or making him submit. You need to climb that ladder.
And you also can't win this match by popularity. And as much as this crowd are warming to Slater, X and Gabriel Kidd, the most experienced man in this match is the man to beat. And with a side suplex like that, Lionheart may just be out because he landed straight on that neck, and he looks like he's in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. Incredible punishment out from Liam Slater, and this is his opportunity. All 3 opponents down. Liam Slater opening the ladder. He's going to ascend to the rafters and attempt to retrieve that briefcase.
And that ladder becoming a metaphor for life as Liam Slater giving everything he has to scale and ascend the ladder and get the prize.
Gabriel Kidd scouted him, though. He knew what was going on. As soon as he was halfway up that ladder, he was in like a shot, tearing him down. And this perhaps is Gabriel Kidd's opportunity.
You do have an eye for talent, Stu. Gabriel Kidd is certainly one to watch.
Gabriel Kidd, I've been watching him over the last 12 months. He's turned from a boy to a man. His soul has been calloused over. And what is this? High-risk move from Gabriel Kidd. And
Gabriel Kidd is willing to risk it all, as is every man in this match, for what is in that briefcase. We still don't know what it is. Only one man does, and that's Stu Bennett. But it looks like Lionheart is about to become the second.
Yeah, that's it. Gabriel Kidd, he's been in a world of pain since he landed off that high-risk offensive. May have damaged his tailbone on that one. Here we go, Robbie X. And Lionheart battling it out.
Forearms and kicks by the masked man. He charges in at Lionheart, and look at this, the speed of the masked man. And Lionheart comes back, and a huge drop kick takes the stop in.
There we go. This guy, Robbie X, is catching my eye here with his innovative offense, his aggression, and I mean, he set the ladder up in the corner of the ring. I'm not convinced that's going to help you. You can't reach the briefcase from there.
He must have eyes in the back of his mask. Never thought I'd say that.
Huge moonsault. That was a thing of beauty.
I swear I'm developing a fear of heights just by watching Robbie X.
Yeah, you don't win anything.
Hold on. Springboard ace crusher.
This has to be your opportunity, Robbie X. All 3 men down. This is it. Can he ascend to the rafters and grab the briefcase?
And this is the moment that Robbie X has been waiting for. It may just be the moment that defines his young career as he scales the ladder.
He's at the top. He's at the top. He's possibly the shortest competitor in the match. I don't know if he can reach.
Oh, the experience of Lionheart coming into play right here.
Over the top goes Robbie X.
Cut in half, and it has to be said the height has been a factor. If that was Lionheart at the top of that ladder, he'd have been able to reach. The extra height on Lionheart would have been an advantage. It's something I didn't consider going into this match.
Well, it may just be Lionheart next up that ladder. Oh, but keep an eye on Liam Slater, who's got a ladder of his own, but the advantage goes to the Scottish Lionheart.
Hey, if I was Liam Slater, I'd forget about that ladder. I'd focus on the man in the ring right now because he's about to lose the match.
Seems like he's a man with a plan, though. What does he have going on here?
You see how slowly Lionheart was ascending. Clearly, this match has taken its toll on him so far. 2 ladders in the ring, 3 men down. The 1 man left standing is Lionheart. Yeah, we have a contraption set up in the middle of the ring. Lionheart slowly ascending. It looks like Liam's...
Oh, oh! A move made famous by the highest paid actor in Hollywood right now.
I've been in many of these kind of matches myself in my career. I always hated being in them. They're so dangerous. Yeah, I try my best to get up there as quick as I can. I've got to be honest, I never won one, but here we go. This is Lionheart.
He's close. Gabriel Kidd is coming up fast. Never count out Gabriel Kidd. This kid, pun intended, is absolutely amazing and one to watch for sure.
It's a race to the top as we speak. Fingertips, he touched the briefcase. Just fingertips away for Lionheart, and Gabriel Kidd is stealing a march. How goes Lionheart? Gabriel Kidd on his own.
This could be it. This could be it. Gabriel Kidd slows.
There we go. We have a winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, earning himself a huge opportunity, it's Gabriel Kidd!
Gabriel Kidd may be walking out of this match with that briefcase and the opportunity that comes with it. But all 4 of these men have earned themselves a place in the heart of the WOS audience. Most of all, Robbie X. Impressive performance. Liam Slater and Lionheart coming back from a broken neck. And what a showdown.
Definitely. Gabriel really impressed us there, and I expect big things from this young man. But we have Rachel standing by at ringside to get some comments from our victor.
Let's hear what he's got to say.
Thanks, Val. Well, we have here Gabriel Kidd. He just won that epic ladder battle there, and he was the youngest in the ring. You just defeated 3 guys in there. It looked tough, but just talk us through that one.
Well, let's first of all say, Rachel, 3 of the best in the country, and me just in that ring right now.
But you have your hands on this.
I have my hands on this contract, and that might have been the most important, the hardest fight of my life, but I did it. I climbed that ladder, I got this contract, and I'm ready to show all of you, everyone watching at home, and the executive producer, Stu Bennett, what I'm made of, what Gabriel Kidd is made of.
I think we've just seen what Gabriel Kidd is made of. Stu, he has the contract, he has the opportunity. Back to you.
Congratulations, Gabriel Kidd. What a performance, and that is what WOS Wrestling is all about. It's about opportunities for young wrestlers, and believe me, he's just won himself a big opportunity right here next week. And when I say big, I mean massive.
Well, talking of massive opportunities, don't forget, in our main event, we will crown the first ever WOS Women's Champion.
That's right, but our tag team title tournament continues right after this.
Welcome back to the WOS Arena, and coming up next, the WOS Tag Team Title Tournament continues, Val.
That's right, 2 teams are about to compete in the hopes of advancing in this exciting tag team title tournament.
Introducing to you firstly, from Belfast and Kingston upon Hull, weighing a combined total of 450 pounds, Adam Maxted and Nathan Cruz.
These 2 have an incredibly close relationship. I go so far as to say they likely have matching his and his bathrobes, but the fact remains that they are representatives of the new generation of British wrestling, and they're also representatives of the current generation of wannabe reality TV stars. In fact, Val, Adam Maxted's already been on one. You might recognise him from Love Island.
Oh yes, it just got handsome in here.
And their opponents, the tag team of Doug Williams and H.T. Dre.
Talk about British British wrestling legends. This man, Doug Williams, has done it all. That name, Doug Williams, is known around the world, and it commands respect on every continent. That man is a true legend of the sport.
And what an opportunity for HT Drake to be standing side by side with Williams and talking a tutelage. Nathan Cruz is somewhat taken Adam Maxted under his wing, because even though Cruz is a young man, he is a 10-year veteran in the squared circle. And, oh, God, this is... They do like each other.
Let me tell you about Doug Williams. About 13 or 14 years ago, a young, nervous wrestler called Stu Bennett once stepped in the ring with Doug Williams in Gravesend, of all places. And I lost the match, but believe me, I learned so much just from being in there. He was a veteran back then. I dread to think what you even call him at this point.
For you to admit losing a match, he must be pretty fantastic.
I was young, Val, believe me. It'll be a different story today if I get in there.
The show stealer Nathan Cruz there. A clean break to Doug Williams, but blows a kiss. Almost a sign of disrespect. And if there's one person you do not want to disrespect in British wrestling, it's Doug Williams.
Absolutely. The man is a legend in every sense of the word. Absolutely incredible performer in the USA, in Japan, and of course all across Europe.
As much as I visually appreciate, ouch, Nathan Cruz, arrogance could be his downfall here. He's got to stay focused if he's in the ring with someone like Doug Williams.
Am I detecting a crush on Cruz and Maxted?
No.
You've mentioned it a few times.
Shut up.
And look at this, Williams now looking to get back to a standing position. Takes Cruz back into the corner and sends him out there.
Oh, very nice scouting move by Nathan Cruz there, but...
Old school British wrestling pinning combinations. It's like taking a time machine and going backwards, but we're not. We are in the modern era. WOS in the arena, and this one is for all the marbles, because the winner will qualify to the next round of the WOS Tag Team Title Tournament.
Yeah, Alex, talking about all the marbles, let's not forget our main event tonight, which is a triple threat women's match to crown our first ever WOS Women's Champion. Do not go away after this match. Believe me, it is going to get big time in here.
They are some huge marbles.
I'm so excited for that one. But, you know, watching Doug Williams in any match is like going to wrestling school. It's like a seminar. He's so methodical, and he's so exciting to watch at the same time.
I was going to say, it's almost a pin there, and Doug Williams is told people close to him. I've heard this. I've known Doug for 25 years. We started at the same wrestling school on the same weekend, and Doug has told me and a handful of people that he sees this year as his final year after a quarter of a century. And what kind of way to leave the industry he's given so much to would it be to leave as a WOS Tag Team Champion?
Yeah, I don't believe a word of that, Alex. You never retire from British professional wrestling. Trust me on that one. It's very hard to walk away.
So we shouldn't be planning your retirement party anytime soon. I'll take the cake back. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Adam Maxted of Love Island fame.
You said it in that strange tone again, Val.
I'm sorry.
Is he permanently flexed, or is he naturally like that?
I think that's just him.
Look at this by HT Drake. This guy's impressive.
Yeah, let me tell you about HT Drake. Not too much is known about him, a relative newcomer. He actually builds wrestling rings, so he knows his way around them, that's for sure.
He's got to have some secrets and tips having done that.
Yeah, well, you know where the hardest parts are. You know all the tricks in there.
Oof.
Doug Williams here, cutting the ring in half. As Nathan Cruz looks on at his tag team partner, Adam Maxted. And right now, the bromance is in bad shape and a double toss.
Doug Williams and HT Drake working as a cohesive unit. They make an amazing tag team. But, not to discredit Nathan Cruz and Adam Maxted, the secret to their success, I've been told, is...
Wait a minute, Val. The referee distracted by Doug Williams. Inadvertently.
We just saw the secret of their success. It's their ability to feel no guilt or remorse in bending the rules whenever they can.
Well, it was a cheap shot, but it was certainly effective. Sorry to cut you off there, Val, but this match has just done a 180. In complete control with Drake and Doug Williams, and now look at Drake. He's in a world of pain.
Well, you know I love getting the hot gossip backstage, and I was told the secret to their success, matching pedicures. You can't exactly see it, but
pedicure.
I'm telling you, there's something to it.
Let me tell you, I've never had a pedicure in my life. Are you trying to say I'd have been even more successful if I had?
I'm just throwing it out there.
I got size 15 feet. Do I have to pay double if I get a pedicure?
What strength by Nathan.
Nathan Cruz slingshot belly-to-back suplex. And I don't know what to pay more attention to, the ring presence and generalship of Nathan Cruz, or the fact that Stu Bennett has size 15 feet.
That's a little distracting.
That's literally a canoe.
Talk about hot
Trust me,
goss.
it's not fun buying shoes when you're a size 15, but let's focus back on the ring because Cruz, the ring general, has set this match up perfectly for Maxted, the young buck, to come in and take over on Drake.
And Maxted has told people, and I believe it, that
Look at this.
He went on Love Island to increase his popularity in pro wrestling, and now he has made it to such a big stage that it feels like his commitment to pro wrestling has paid off. He fights Maxted off, and is it going to happen? He goes for it. Oh, look at that! Smarts and rule-breaking shown at once.
Cohesive unit. You saw it once again, the referee's back turn. And Nathan Cruz, the wily veteran, was all over Doug Williams, pulling him off the apron and not allowing Drake to make the tag.
The body of a young man, the mind of a veteran. That is what makes the show stealer Nathan Cruz just so dangerous in a WOS wrestling ring.
Yeah, I was impressed by that move. I know the people at home might not like it, but that is a veteran move. It's as nasty and dirty as they come, but it's effective, and that is how you get ahead in the professional wrestling
He
business.
may be easy on the eyes, but he is a force to be reckoned with in that ring.
And Drake coming back with everything he has. He needs that tag more than he's needed anything in his life. He goes for it there, and Cruz cuts him off. And we see it.
There we go. The referee saw that one, and here's Doug Williams.
School is in session.
Cruz sent up into the light by the British wrestling legend. Could this be his last chance at wrestling gold, wrestling glory?
There can't be much worth for Cruz and Maxted at this point than a fresh Doug Williams raging at them.
Exploder suplex there by Williams. And Maxted lands on Cruz.
You've got to get up earlier than that to catch Doug Williams out.
Cruz able to kick out and save his and Maxted chances of winning this match and advancing to the next round. Because let's not forget that that's what this is about.
Drake has recovered, but how much so? I'm surprised Doug tagged him in there. He took a lot of punishment earlier in this matchup.
Already advanced in that tournament, of course, is Kip Sabian and Yeston Reese.
Once again, Maxted getting involved in this matchup illegally. He must be close to a disqualification at this point.
Doug Williams may have just been taken out permanently from that move by the show stealer Nathan Cruz. Oh, but turn around Cruz, and he's too late. Center of the ring and just a two.
Doug Williams not stirring at all to that huge long blower in the middle of the ring from Nathan Cruz.
Springboard there by Maxted. Impressive. And Cruz there for the cover. Two. And he gets him in the advance.
Slingshot from Adam Maxted. How impressive was that from the rookie?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, your winners progressing in the WOS Tag Team Tournament, Adam Maxted and Nathan Cruz.
Unbelievable. Joining Yeston Reese and Kip Sabian in our Tag Team Tournament semi-finals, it's Nathan Cruz and Adam Maxted.
Well, Cruz and Maxted are one step closer to gold. But you know who else is one step closer to gold? One of the three women that will be making history in our main event to crown the first ever WOS Women's Champion. It's coming up next. Don't you dare go anywhere.
This is sports entertainment. We are trained professionals. Injuries can happen. Don't try this at home.
We're about to find out who will become the first ever WOS Women's Champion. History is about to be made.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the main event. The winner of our next match will make history and be crowned the first ever WOS Women's Champion. Introducing to you firstly from Glasgow, Scotland, weighing in at 112 pounds,
Well, you said, Val, we are going to make history. And in my opinion, there is no woman better at making that history on this program than the lady making her way to the ring ring. Kaylee Ray is a phenomenal female athlete, and she stands only just inches away, 3 counts away from making even more history and leaving this building with that championship belt.
Next to the ring, from New Zealand, weighing in at 119 pounds, Bea Priestley!
This young lady has done nothing but make a name for herself all around the globe. The real-life girl from the Will Ospreay, but trust me, she is not in her boyfriend's shadow. This girl is one amazing competitor, and what an amazing champion she would make if she wins the first ever WOS Women's Championship here tonight.
And finally, from Ayrshire, Scotland, weighing at 209 pounds, it's Viper!
Oh yes, and the atmosphere has suddenly changed. This is one of my absolute favourites on the planet. This is Viper, the powerhouse of the women's scene here in the UK. She is incredible, and believe me, Kaylee Ray's and Bea's jaws dropped when they realised who they were going to be in the ring with tonight.
Well, Viper has already made history by being one of the 2 women in the only WOS women's matches to be aired on television.
Believe me, these 3 ladies have been working as hard as any of the men. They've been around the world, big names in Japan. They've been over to the US. They are incredible. You're about to be blown away by what these 3 ladies can do.
I can't wait for this. But speaking of Viper, one of her biggest victories was actually in this arena back in 2016, where she won the first ever WOS women's match.
Oh, look at this, underway. Everybody going for a count early, and that's a smart strategy. There's an obvious advantage that Viper has in this contest.
Yeah, the power game is what Viper is all about. She harks back to a great like Klondike Kate, one of the absolute legends of British professional wrestling. And believe me, she styles herself on Klondike Kate, and she may even be nastier than Klondike Kate, which is something to be said.
And now Viper taking it to Kaylee Ray, which is giving Bea Priestley a much-needed opportunity for some rest.
Attempt at a German suplex. You're out of your mind, Bea Priestley. Not on Viper. Look at that, just one shot from the powerhouse Viper. Look at this.
Ah, the strength, the dominance
It's
of
almost
Viper.
effortless.
And now she exhibits it again, and this is not looking good.
Oh, stacking the deck.
Let's talk about how far we've come, Stu, because women have competed in WOS wrestling before, but never to this magnitude.
Somebody get a spatula.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. If you look back at the old WOS back in the 70s and 80s, you occasionally saw females competing. This is on a whole new level. These ladies can do anything the guys can do, and possibly even more.
And it speaks volumes about the British wrestling scene that Bea Priestley came to this country all the way from New Zealand because she wanted to wrestle the best in the hottest wrestling scene in the world. And that dedication she's shown has taken her here to make history. And what a moment it is for her and the other 2 women in this contest.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. An avalanche attempt from Viper. By Bea Priestley and Kaylee Ray in cahoots here, working together to take the powerhouse down.
I think you'd have to, wouldn't you?
This is a loose alliance. Let's not forget what is on the line here. The first ever WOS Women's Championship for the winner.
I always say that Kaylee Ray, one of my favorites, KLR, is such a graceful competitor, but that was not very graceful. These 2 have a lot to deal with in Viper.
This is about damage, and I'm sure Viper has bad intentions on her mind here. What on earth is she attempting?
This is not looking good.
Oh, wow!
My goodness.
Oh, my word. Bea Priestley might need a stretcher after that.
Kaylee Ray able to save the match for herself and Priestley.
So easy for Viper.
Bea showing a lot of heart here tonight.
A strike to the head of Viper. Is that the opportunity? No, once again, just too big, too powerful to take off her feet.
Oh, Viper's vice into a clothesline.
Priestley just in time to prevent this one being over. Remember, the first fall we see, the first submission, we have a champ. This is not elimination.
And that's why you see each other breaking up the count, because as Stu said, one pinfall, one winner. It's as simple as that.
How much would it skyrocket the career of one of these women to become the first ever WOS wrestling champion?
Trust me, when it comes to female wrestling around the world, WOS and its first ever women's championship is right there at the top of the ladder of achievements. And here we go. Once again, we see Kaylee Ray and Bea Priestley working together to take Viper down. It just won't work.
It may be the smartest strategy. The two girls team it up, and they finally take Viper down.
Wow, a combined super kick, German suplex attempt takes Viper down. Here we have them working together.
We're seeing a little bit of friendship here.
Well, that was short-lived.
Spoke too soon.
A pump kick from Bea Priestley.
The prize is too great.
Absolutely, the veteran Kaylee Ray suckered in by the young hopeful from New Zealand. Oh, look at that.
Bea Priestley thinks she may be in line for walking out as a champ. Oh, just a two.
These girls are surely putting everything on the line tonight. I mean, how lucky that we live in this generation where women's wrestling has progressed and earned the respect it so rightly deserves. I mean, these girls are putting everything out here tonight.
It's amazing, Val, and the amount of effort that these three have put into their careers so far. Just look at the physique of Kaylee Ray, the musculature, years and years of dedication, training, diet has built the perfect physique for professional wrestling. It's unbelievable the things she can do in this ring. We might be seeing one of them right here.
It's also a physique that is incredibly dangerous when used against an opponent. And look at this now, Priestley up on the top. This is not good for Kaylee Ray.
Oh my!
That has to be it.
Oh.
Double foot stomp from the top rope to a prone. Kaylee Ray, how on earth Kaylee Ray managed to kick out of that one? And Viper has barely moved.
That's a selfie-threatening move right there, right in the face.
Bea Priestley growing in confidence, some would say cockiness at this point.
Oh, and she just talk about stepping over your opponent on the way to the gold. And what's Kaylee Ray going for here?
Very special.
The dynamic of this match has shifted once again.
I felt all of that power of Viper sitting right here.
Backslide attempt, and that's not going to work. And now, a new strategy must be employed by Kaylee Ray. Hard chop there.
As powerful as Viper is, Kaylee is just relentless.
Yeah, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by the nice hair. These ladies are just as vicious and just as aggressive as any of the guys. And look at this could be over right now.
Oh. It's going to take more than that to get Viper to stay down.
And at this point, the cardiovascular conditioning of Kaylee Ray is really going to come into play. You don't get muscular definition like that by being a slouch. And now I believe it's going in Kaylee Ray's favor.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Alex. She is the marathon woman. The longer this goes on, the better it has to be for Kaylee Ray, provided she can stay away from some of the most dangerous kicks from Bea Priestley.
The better it is for the fans as well. I just can't wait to see who's going to be the first ever WS Women's Champion.
Well, you might be about to get your answer right now because Viper has both opponents prone.
And I'm sensing the end of this one. Viper completely dominant. She goes up for that big finishing move again, and she hits it. Michinoku driver, two, and Bea Priestley.
Priestley in the nick of time. This could be over right now. Desperation times, desperate measures from Kaylee Ray breaking up that pinfall attempt. This could go either way at this point.
And the key to this one may just be to take one of these ladies out the ring, and that's exactly what Bea Priestley did, because she realized that when there's somebody else to break up the cover, a pinfall is just simply not going to happen.
Viper down, perhaps out, leaving two ladies in the ring, and just when you think she's out, there she is once again.
Kaylee Ray went for that dive to the outside. And keep your eye on New Zealand's native. Bea Priestley, she comes off the apron and a Hurricane Rana.
Hurricane Rana attempt turned into a spinning powerbomb. It's not just strength, it's not just power. She has athleticism, poise, balance. She has it all.
Viper is devastating, and I'm actually concerned for Bea Priestley after that.
Yeah, unbelievable that once upon a time people used to look down their nose at women's wrestling. This crowd has come alive because they are witnessing witnessing greatness before their eyes. If anyone doubted it before this wrestling match started, they're in no doubt now. These three ladies are well worthy of this spot in the main event.
From absolutely out of nowhere, that's where it was from Kaylee Ray, who's given it all she has to make history, to earn the belt, and she goes for that. No, wait.
Oh, where'd she get that strength from?
Oh, this could be it. The title could be... Oh, Kaylee Ray wins.
We have a champ.
Well done, Kaylee Ray. KLR is victorious. She is our first champion.
And the new WOS Women's Champion is Kaylee Ray!
History is unfolding before your eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone around the world, this is the first ever WOS Women's Champion, Kaylee Ray. No more deserving winner than that.
Words cannot explain what we are feeling in this building right now. You said it there, Stu. History was made, and it will continue next week when the WOS champion, Rampage, will defend his title in a huge showdown. Make sure you join us, because this party is only getting started. See you next week.
Next week on WOS Wrestling, will it be revenge or redemption for the prestigious one, Joe Hendry, as he goes up against the man who betrayed him and cost him tag team glory?
Dissension in the ranks.
It looks like Hendry just wants a big old slice of revenge.
He won a huge opportunity, but will Gabriel Kidd find that he's actually made a huge mistake?
How can you do that to him?
Oh my God.
And has anyone got what it takes to end Rampage's reign of terror in the heavyweight division?